Hey folks, so it's week 22 of my updates for my main tower. So first, a little bit of housekeeping. So for those of you who are unaware, I run giveaways every month. So this month it's going to be drawn on the 26th of the 9th. So if you haven't commented on the video yet, go over there, comment, and usually, well, now I'm asking for comments to be about the tower just so that I can kind of have a bit of conversation with people. And then that's all you have to do to enter, and hopefully you win and you get one of the rewards. I've made it so that even if you are like not a new player, there's still rewards that are useful for you. For example, you can get a tournament, event boost pack, but if you've already got this one, I'll get you the next one that comes up. So it's useful for everyone at the end of the day. That's all I really need to go over in regards to that. I do want to mention memberships. So obviously I have memberships available on my channel. I'm not asking anyone to buy one. I'm just making you aware that they're a thing, and any income that I get from them will go towards giveaway rewards. So without further ado, we'll get into this video. So obviously, as most of you will notice, this is a day late. I'm actually on the tournament day for once on this video, but I'm not going to do the tournament on stream. On video. So we've got up to 451.93 trillion. That's 12.07 trillion higher than when I was going to record the video. Just I couldn't get it done, so I earned a little bit extra. It is a case of I've gone up just shy of 50. It's 49 trillion. Like extra over what I earned last week. So I earned a total of 137.13 trillion this week, but that includes that like overnight run last night, but obviously that's going to be excluded from next week, so next week I might not make as much progress over this week, but it's still going to be a sizable chunk of increase. I know that for a fact. So if we look into the actual runs that I've done, I've got an extra 1,000 waves in tier 10, which means it's taking like 14 hours per run, but I get 15.31 trillion, which is really nice. And then my tier 11's gone up 1,000 waves as well, which means it's about 10.5 hours per run. But I got 12.07 trillion, so this still is better than doing a tier 10 run. But obviously, with the time that it's lasting, I need to be conscious of like when the runs end, whether I'll be able to set it going again as soon as possible. Because I do have times where it's not running for a few hours overnight as well. And that's just because of the way that works. My tier 12 runs, I managed to hit the milestone this week, which is really good because I get that 10% increase on my labs. But it is a annoyance because even though I'm at like 4,500, it's not worth farming yet because I'm only earning like 3.68 trillion for that, which obviously is not even half of going up to 8,000. So it's not even worth it. And then I managed to get tier 13 to over 2,000 waves, so I hit that milestone, and I'm just 9 waves off getting tier 17, so I think I should hit that this week, that way around. But we'll just have to play that one by ear. So that's those runs. So we'll just go over Project Rend now quickly. So this is my last 50 runs, so that's kind of like the last couple of weeks. As you can see, it's actually just shy of a month. So you can see there is a steady progress going up, but I'm going to go over a few points on here from the last week. So as you can see here, I did a tier 12 run just to see if it was okay to farm, and definitely not. It's just such a bad econ drop, so I can't really afford to be doing that. And then these last 2 runs, as you can see, like the best I'd got before is basically like 915 billion was the best that I'd got before. And then I got my death wave quantity up, and it's gone up to 1.1 on tier 10 and 1.2 trillion per hour on tier 11. And obviously my cells have jumped up, which is really cool to see because that's going to help out with my labs as well. So that's it for the tower runs, like for the week, the farming runs. We'll quickly go over my tournament. Obviously, it is live. So, first legend tournament, I got 239 waves, which really isn't bad considering I'm EHP, and I got rank 21, so I managed to stay in Legend League the first time. Unfortunately, I was a proper legend this last tournament. I only got 147 waves and finished rank 29. The reason the drop in waves is because everything against Econ happened. And when I say everything against Econ, I mean literally it had fast ultimate, so fasts weren't getting sucked into my black holes. It had Thorn, ultimate thorn resistance, so that meant like they were sitting on my tower for longer. Had boss ultimate, so the bosses had more health, so they were hitting my tower more times. So it just was not the tournament for EHP, and that's going to happen, I guess, going EHP into Legend. It's going to be 1 week I'll do great. Next week battle conditions will absolutely rinse me out of tournament compared to people which are glass cannon. So that's the tournaments for the week. Next, we're going to go over our workshop. So first things first is damage has gone up by 30. Not much, I know, but it is an increase. And then also 10 into our damage per meter. And then we're going to go down here and nothing touched here, that way around. Nothing there either. Our health, we're at 5,630. So there's literally 100 levels into health here, which is nice to see. Health regen is at 5,900, so it's 200 levels, almost maxed. I'll probably max this out this week. I'm kind of focusing on investing into these, so for my milestone runs, I don't need to worry about getting any cash. It's there, ready to go. I can just focus on upgrading my attack level skips. My landmine damage is 150, so that has actually stayed the same again. My wall health has gone up by 100, and my rebuild has not been touched. And then econ wise, not touched, and this has gone up by another 10, so there has been an increase here, which is nice to see. And then we'll go over the enhancements. So damage has gone up from this was level 2, so it's got 27 levels in here, and then obviously 29 levels in crit factor. Defense, it has increased, so I've got 2 levels in health. I've not been touching wall health because I'm using Wormhole Redirector right now until I can get an Ancestral Sharp Fortitude. And regen I've not touched at the moment because I feel like it's in a good place right now. And then over here I've put 1 level into free upgrades plus, and I've put 11 levels into Recovery Package Plus. The reason I put 11 levels into Recovery Package Plus is because with Wormhole Redirector, all of the max health here, so it's max recovery. So this basically increases the amount of health I have, right? The way that I read it, unless I've misunderstood. Because max recovery is how much beyond max health. Yeah, so the higher I increase that, the better like my health is, the longer I will be able to survive. So it's worth investing in that now, and then once I get my Sharp Fortitude maxed out, I can basically respec my workshop and invest that into my wall health. So it's not as if it's wasted effort because you do get it back. Cards are untouched, so I'm not going to go over them. But my ultimate weapons, I'm going to go over. There's not really many changes in my ultimate weapons. So Chain Lightning, Smart Missiles, unchanged. Death Wave, there's 3 into quantity, but that's the substat. Chrono Field's where the big change is. So it's gone from 34 seconds to 42 seconds. I'm trying to get to the 55 seconds to have it perma. But that being said, there is the issue of the black hole is 3 seconds off being perma. This is obviously in farming runs with perks that I'm talking about. So we'll work on Chrono Field first, and then we'll work on the black hole. I have increased the black hole size by 2 meters, but it stayed the same because basically it was the substat was giving it 2 meters beforehand. Poison Swamp is unchanged, and Spotlight is unchanged as well. I am thinking on upgrading this a bit because obviously that is econ as well, but we'll see. I need a lot of stones to be able to upgrade anything, really. That's just how this game seems to be going. As said, no changes in the cards. So now we're into the modules. So I did have Death Penalty on last week, and I realised that can be a detriment to my farming because obviously enemies will pop before they get into range. So I kind of want them to be able to build up and die at a better time. So I've put Shrink Ray back on. Shrink Ray is now up to level 127, which is 1 level increase. We've got 1 level here. Oh my god, right, try that again. Yeah, 1 level here, 1 level here, 2 levels in Primordial. That's the way around that I meant to say it, but I got a little bit confuzzled there. Just 5 short of getting up to 2 levels on Wormhole Redirector. I am trying for this last one here. See, this is the problem, right? So it's really expensive to do this reroll. and I'm trying for either duration or cooldown, because either one will work. I've literally got a tick to just give me anything, but it's not come up so many times with hit reroll and just nothing. See, absolutely nothing. Chain lightning chance, well, don't need that, so we'll just stay with the spotlight bonus. I've not managed to get round to rerolling this. I'll probably be more like profit or more gains from changing over to this and getting some ancestrals in here, but we'll see. Obviously, this is perfect as it is right now. I could potentially get Defense Absolute in there or Death Defy in there or something, but I don't feel like I need that right now. So there's no need to worry about where that is. Now we're going to go into our labs. So right now I've got Shatter Shards going, finally. I'm actually able to get a few things up to 4 times. I think I'm actually going to put another one up to 4 times, looking at the amount of cells that I have. So Chronofield is still going. It's going to be going until it's maxed, because obviously why wouldn't I? And then I've got defense and health in right now, and this is just so that I can push those last 9 waves to get up into tier 17. And I've got my lab speed back in. This is going to stay permanently in my last slot. I'm basically just going to stay looking at my top 4 slots. I will not need to scroll down because that's staying there. I want to get it maxed. That's my choice. It may not be the best return on investment, but with this being my main thing that I do on YouTube now, it is going to be a long-term investment. I'm going to be playing this game for a very long time. So we'll go over what I got through the last week as well. So the last thing I got was Scatter level 5. So Lightning Scatter ramp 6, and then yeah, there's a lot of change. Right, there we go, 5. So we put Chronofield damage reduction in because I went all in on defense this week. Got my Death Wave health up to level 20. I'm going to push that up a bit more as well now, actually. And then Chronofield reduction, obviously I stuck this in to have more tankiness against enemies. Basically, Death Wave health went up again. And Golden Tower bonus hit level 20, and then I realised it goes all the way up to 25. It's not the same as everything else. And then I got level 6 in the Amplifier. Recovery package max, I started putting this in because I figured with getting Wormhole Redirector Ancestral, it's worth having the recovery package in there, like max. And then Chronofield duration popped up to level 26, which is nice to see. Flamebot cooldown, so I was putting that in because of course you've got the decreases from the Flamebot to the damage that they cause. And then defense went up because I need to get my defense up, really. It's a bit low. I was figuring if I push my defense up, it'll be great for tournaments where you can't get the perk to get it up to max. And then Flamebot cooldown, of course. And Golden Tower, sorry, bonus up to 21. Lab speed's gone up. And yeah, Chronofield reduction, and then health. So that's it for my labs. And then we'll go over bounty. So I've put this up to 2 targets now, and it's got 1 second cooldown reduction on there, and I've gone up by 3 on the multiplier. So that's going to be a nice increase to my econ as well. I know bounty's not amazing, but just investing into it over time will make it better. And then we've got the shop, which I think I bought. Yeah, so I bought all these. Sorry, I've still got Zeppy to get, so I should get Zeppy next week, and then I can look at getting the 2 relics. Increased health would be actually useful, so I could pick this up now, then go for that. Yeah, I'll pick this up now actually, just so that I have that little bit of an increase. And then we have the event, so I've just got to do this now. And then obviously we've got our Flamebot, so still 23%. It was at 36 seconds, it's now down to 22 seconds, so 14-second increase. I should max that this week, I think. Damage is not touched and range is not touched. So that's everything that I need to go through on this tower, so please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And basically just leave me a comment if you want me to talk to you about something, if you want to ask questions about my tower, or if you want to give me advice. Obviously my vault's untouched. So that's everything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.